This
And also, there are a lot of ways, a lot of solutions to solve the problem. But keep in mind, the worst thing is not doing anything. So just keep on.
You have to do a square. So that's why it's better to compare it to the room. So then
let's lean to this one. Yeah, the 5 here, we're gonna touch the wall. The 5 right here.
Phi Theta Kappa changed my life.
It allowed me to tap into my sense of purpose as a human being.
The Phi Theta Kappa is sort of like a catalyst, which takes your experience from just being normal to being something extraordinary.
It made me realize my self-worth. So inspiring and motivating.
Phi Theta Kappa challenged me to reach beyond what I thought to be my full potential.
And my life has never been the same.
It inspires our students to reach for something more. It inspires them to complete. It inspires them to achieve. It really is remarkable.
Phi Theta Kappa gives them a place to go, to work, and to get the kinds of resources they need to be successful.
You learn skills from public speaking. It gives you practice for good business relations.
Communication, team building.
Leadership development, learning those soft skills, things that you really don't always learn in the classroom.
It opens your doors to scholarships.
There's scholarships and
Scholarship opportunities.
It is paid for itself by the amount of scholarship money that I have gotten back.
It allows students to set goals. It encourages students to study. It encourages them to give back to the community. It encourages them to work with others.
There were students who were struggling to come to class and were having to miss because they needed to go and make money to put food on the table. We came up with a project to create a food pantry that would help these students not have to make that decision, and they could complete their college education and move on and bridge themselves out of poverty. Because my college administration supported our chapter so much, we had the opportunity to make a true impact on my campus.
All those things are about engagement that leads to completion.
Welcome everyone to our first webinar. We are Alpha Theta Pi chapter of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society of LaGuardia Community College. I'm Habiba Chowdhury, the Retention and Recruitment Officer, and this is
Kedar Babu Shrestha, the Achai coordinator of this chapter.
Throughout the time, you are able to send us live questions via our live chat. So what is Phi Theta Kappa? Phi Theta Kappa is an international honor society for 2-year community colleges. It spans in over 50 states and is located in Jackson, Mississippi. Founded in 1918, it is able to recognize academically high-achieving and motivated community college students. Phi Theta Kappa offers members the opportunity to develop in the areas that its founders have designated as the society's 4 hallmarks: scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship. The mission statement of Phi Theta Kappa. The purpose of Phi Theta Kappa shall be to recognize and encourage scholarship among 2-year community college students. Its purpose is to give the opportunity for the development of leadership and service, for an intellectual climate, for exchange of ideas and ideals, for lively fellowship for scholars, and for simulation of interest in continuing academic excellence. Now I am going to pass it over to Kedar, who is going to talk on the history of our chapter.
So what is our chapter? What is Alpha Theta Pi chapter? The Phi Theta Kappa Center at LaGuardia Community College is named Alpha Theta Pi, and it was chartered in 1918. The chapter, which converted from club to the organization, status in 2000, has been a dynamic presence on the college campus and has been involved in a range of service and scholarly activities. Students who have earned 12 credits with a GPA of 3.5 or higher are eligible to become Phi Theta Kappa members. Qualified students are automatically invited at the end of each semester. There is a one-time membership fee of $70. The $70 you'll be paying is for a professional development program, a scholarship research program, and additional scholarships only, available to all the Phi Theta Kappa members. Joining will always be a good time on your resume, but you may not get much benefit out of it unless you are applying for a scholarship or planning of transferring to four-year college that gives an automatic scholarship to Phi Theta Kappa members. So, what are some resources that Phi Theta Kappa offers? Phi Theta Kappa offers scholarship, leadership, development, workshop, networking, and a lot more where you can contribute yourself in our chapter. So, to know much about our committees that we have in our chapter, Habiba will be telling much more about this one to you.
Thank you so much, Kedar. So the committees that we've started recently are the Leadership Committee, the Recruitment and Outreach Committee, and the Scholarship and Service Committee. The Leadership Committee helps students to develop their leadership roles and to become more aware of what abilities they have to become a better leader. As for the Recruitment and Outreach Committee, we work with a group of tech teams. We work with a strategic team. We work with a committee and outreach team, and we go throughout the campus during events and workshops to get more students involved in our chapter, to take on more leadership roles, to volunteer, to see the potential that they really have to be a Phi Theta Kappa member. As for the Scholarship and Service Committee, there are members who are working to bring more awareness to students on campus about the various scholarship opportunities that Phi Theta Kappa offers for its students. As for the VIP incentive program, so the VIP incentive program is another resource that Phi Theta Kappa offers. There are 5 levels to the VIP incentive. The first level is you just have to attend the first event that we have. The second level is to attend 2 events, and then you're able to get a free t-shirt. And the third level is you're able to attend 4 events, and then you're going to be awarded a digital badge which you can post on your LinkedIn or on your resume. And then level 4 is to attend 5 events. The 5 events are, after you complete 5 events, you get an invitation at the end of the semester to volunteer appreciation event, and among the volunteers, 4 are awarded to win a $50 gift card. And level 5, which is a volunteer who's been attending the events for at least 6 times. It's an honorary volunteer title, which is granted at the induction ceremony, and the invitation is to an exclusive officer branch party. And now Kedar will explain a little bit more about the HIA project.
Thank you, Habiba. So what is HIA? HIA means Honor in Actions, where scholar students will be showing their actions towards the research field. We have our guide for 2017-2018, How the World Works, Global Perspectives. Here are different 8 themes where we get to choose just one, the best one, which our chapter thinks to work on. Honors in Action program fulfills multiple dimensions of Phi Theta Kappa's purpose. It is designed to foster a stimulating environment for intellectual growth and challenge. It creates opportunities for leadership and learning as leaders through a service and advocacy. It creates a future leaders through our project, through our investigations, through our activities that we do in our chapter. For the first purpose of our mission, fostering a stimulating intellectual environment, the honors program foundation and focus in the honors study topic. As I said, we have 8 different theme honors study topics where we have chose peace and war. This topic is an topic of interest related to a global challenge. Members explore the topic with the multitude of perspectives and their personal experiences and academic studies provide. We are working on our HI project. Many members, officers are giving their time, dedications to our project. We have almost finished 60 to 75% of our project, and we still have 25% more left to complete. We want all the members, Phi Theta Kappa members, or regular students of LaGuardia Community College to give their discussions, their reflections, and much more. We also have on 25th of October, we also have our HI event where we will be discussing more about our topics, peace and war. So we want all of you to join our project. We want all of you to join our conference. We want all of you to join our meetings. We want all of you to join our voluntary actions programs. We want all of you to join on every actions that Alpha Theta Pi gives opportunities for all of you guys. To talk more about college project, Habiba will be telling much more about this one.
So the college project is nothing like the HIA project. The college project is more related to what we can offer LaGuardia Community College. How can we reach out to the students, and how can we make a difference on campus to help our fellow peers? So this our chapter assists LaGuardia with one of its yearly goals. During the summertime, we meet with administrative, and we likely try to meet with Provost Paul Arcario to discuss possible projects that we can work on to really help the students of LaGuardia. In the past, other fellow members of previous chapters, they helped assist the college to create the LaGuardia app for smartphones, and it helped them to investigate the best ways to contact students. And right now we're currently working on making Thomas Avenue a little bit more safer. As for the college project that our team is working on, we are still in the process of it, but we are planning to really increase the library hours, because we've noticed that with the new changes that students are more willing to spend their time in the library. And especially during finals week, you're very stressed out and everything, and we officers believe that in order to really make a difference on campus and really help students progress, that increasing the library hours will really make a difference.
So joining Alpha Theta Pi chapter of International Honor Society Phi Theta Kappa Society, it gives you opportunities to motivate yourself. It gives you opportunity to increase the leadership skills. It creates an opportunity to set goals, plan for yourself and for the chapters and for your future. It also creates opportunities to give your discussions, to give your power of study, to show your real potential towards your future, towards the topics or towards any study fields, helps you a lot more. Whether you join the HI meetings, whether you take part in the college projects, whether you take part in the communities, or whether you take part any facilities that we Alpha Theta Pi chapter offer, will help you each and every a lot in every process ahead of your career, and right now too within the research, within your studies, within the places wherever you visit, and much more.
Alpha Theta Pi, Pi Theta Kappa really does show a difference from the beginning of when you join to the end of your college, your community college career. You really see that throughout the time, just coming for an event or just volunteering whenever you have a chance, you really become a better person at the end of Pi Theta Kappa, at the end of your community college career, and then you could continue to take it on afterwards. And many of you might be wondering, how can I become a Phi Theta Kappa member? Well, to become a Phi Theta Kappa member, you have to have at least 12 credits, and you have to have a GPA of 3.5 and above, and you will automatically receive an email from our advisors that you qualify to be a PTK member. Once you receive that email, you can automatically follow that link and register. However, there is a $70 non-refundable fee. And many of you might be wondering, what if I can't afford this fee? Well, if you're an ASAP student, you can contact one of the advisors there and they'll be able to assist you with a waiver. And as for the others who are just who aren't ASAP students, the non-refundable fee is really worth it because it's going to be for a lifetime. And after you graduate from LaGuardia, there are going to be several events and conferences throughout, Pi Theta Kappa, throughout as long as the chapter, as long as Pi Theta Kappa continues, there's going to be conferences that you can attend. It's only for alums, which you will be when you leave LaGuardia Community College, which really does help you. So also the scholarships that we offer are just incredible for you.
Yeah, whenever you can apply for scholarship when you transfer to other four-year college. We provide more than $2,500 scholarship to all the Phi Theta Kappa members. Talking about the conference, we have a lot conference ahead. Upcoming events are there. We want all the Phi Theta Kappa members to attend the events to know more about our chapter, what it does, where it is going, how can it help for you. If you have any questions regarding Phi Theta Kappa and our honor society, please you can leave some questions. So you can ask some questions right now so that we can answer your question. We can answer your questions. If you have any questions, you can please tell us or type over there in the comment below so that we can answer your questions.
So for the transfer, many of you might be wondering, okay, so scholarships. So what kind of scholarships are they? So for the scholarships, when you when you automatically register after you pay the $70 non-refundable fee, you are able to access PTK's website, and there are going to be a list of scholarships for whichever college you want to transfer after. There is also College Fish, and it is accessible for a lot of the students that can help, and it really does help you to find those scholarships outside of the PTK database. So now we're going to be reading some questions our viewers might have.
Suppose, and then we can read the questions and answer.
Okay. How can I pause?
You have to say that.
We're going to come shortly back with you with your questions. With your answers. Okay, so one of the questions is from Pile Doctor. Are scholarships guaranteed if I join PTK? Well, there are certain criterias for scholarships. You have to have like follow the requirements that they would ask on the website, and if you don't fit the requirements, then you won't be able to apply. But majority of the time, if you're a PTK member, most likely you do qualify, and many of them require essays, some of them don't, but you would have to follow the criteria to apply for the scholarships.
So we have the next question from Brian L. I missed the beginning part, but can I ask what are the requirements for joining Phi Theta Kappa, please? So joining Phi Theta Kappa means that you should at least have 3.5 GPA and at least you should have 12 credits. So as we also said before that it needs one semester to get the invitation. After one semester, like for example, if you finished 12 credits with 3.5 GPA in the fall one, you'll be receiving the invitation in January, February, and you can follow the instruction given over there. So to be a part of Alpha Theta Pi chapter of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, you should at least have 12 credits with minimum at least 3.5 GPA.
There are more questions coming from Brian L. again. What kind of the events are coming up in the fall semester? So we are going to be having our HIA event, which is what Kedar explained about the HIA project. We are also going to be having our scholarship event, and we will also have our mentors program, which is definitely something that's very new for us. And we are going to be the mentors who are going to be finding out more information to help students access like scholarships or to become more stronger leaders, to really utilize the resources on LaGuardia's campus.
So again, we have another question from Pi Doctor. How can I get involved? When and where do you meet? As we said that our Alpha Theta Pi chapters invite all the members, regular members and Phi Theta Kappa members in our meetings to help us with their discussions and everything. It's very much to get involved with us. Like every Wednesday we have our meetings from 2:30 to 4:30 during club hours. You can join our club during that time, and so we'll be meeting at 2:30 to 4:30 in during club hours all Wednesdays. So whenever if you have time, you can join us. It will be we will be very appreciate for that joining us. So yeah, you can involve during club hours from 2:30 to 4:30 every Wednesday, and it's very much easy to involve, to give your discussion part, to give your dedication towards our chapter.
So how can I be involved with Alpha Theta Pi? Can non-members be involved or not? Well, mostly for the events that we host and the workshops, you have to be a Phi Theta. You don't have to be a Phi Theta Kappa member. You're always welcome to come and check it out and see if you enjoy it, and then from there on you can decide. You are able to get more information from it. And can non-members be involved or not? Yes, of course. For the new committees that we just started, you don't have to be a PTK member. You could just come and be part of it just to get some sort of leadership role, and to also add to your resume or to your transcript, which is going to show that you're somebody who's not just who has a really high GPA, but you're somebody who's trying to balance your academics, and you're trying to also get that experience on the campus and to really go out there and see what your true potential is. There's another question. How do I find out what events are coming up?
So how can you can find out events are coming up is through social medias. Follow us on our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere. And mostly you'll be getting our emails regarding our events. Not only events, you'll be getting emails regarding our meetings, what are the programs that we are having, what will be the next one and on. So yeah, follow us in our social medias like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can and I said that you can check your emails every day. You will be receiving a lot of emails from our Alpha Theta Pi chapter, and a response to the email if you want to take part, and that's how you'll be getting all the informations, not only events. Everything will be throughout our email and social medias everywhere. And if you want to know further information that what are the events that are coming up, you can come to our office room M222, where you can meet our officers to discuss about the events and a lot more things what you need to know more about.
How do I join the conferences? Where are the conferences? Can my friend as well if he or she is not a member? So how do I join the conferences? The conferences are the regional conference that we're going to be having for the HIA, and we're also going to have the international conference. So in October, we're going to be going to our HIA conference, which is based on our HIA project, and then coming in March, we're going to have our regional conference, which is going to be somewhere also outside of New York, and our international conference, which is going to be with all the different types of chapters throughout the United States. So how do I join the conferences? So to join the conferences, you have to be a PTK member, and you have to be an active PTK member because it's very selective. There are many of the students who want to be part of the conferences, but unfortunately you have to be somebody who really stands out, who's somebody who really, is willing to show their leadership skill, and then we're able to decide who can really join the conferences. And the conferences, where we actually send out an email about the conferences that we're going to have, and there's a link that you can follow to send out your application for it. And can your friend join as well if he or she is not a member? No, unfortunately, you have to be a member of Phi Theta Kappa.
But if your friend is Phi Theta Kappa member, they can join you.
How do I benefit from the conferences? So the conferences really help you to network and meet people from different parts of the world, especially the international one. And it's also gonna give you more knowledge about like the history of Phi Theta Kappa, and you're able to see what it's like to work as a team and what it's like to see other people and what they've done. So it's not just about being around other people, but it's really to network with other people and see how you could how your work really showed up, and how throughout these months you and your team have been working to really work together. So you do learn a lot from it.
And our every conference that we get to attend is a great access to whole Alpha Theta Pi family, and because it teaches us to serve each other, it also provides great opportunity to show leadership skills, help to interact and maintain the relationship with all the chapter officers, members, and advisors. And there is no other platform where we can meet so many people to interact and get some feedback. Yeah, they are the benefits that we get from attending the conferences. So the other question is that, thank you, when is the officers elections? I want to be more involved.
So the officer elections are held in April. It's usually the beginning of April, and you have to let our advisor, Doctor, know that you want to participate and you want to become an officer. And then afterwards, when we hold the elections, there's going to be a group of people, whoever's in the room, they're the ones who are going to be voting. And from there on, you will be notified within a few minutes that if you are going to be an officer in whichever position that you decide to take on. Does anybody have any more other questions? Okay, so we'll be right back. So we have another question here. What is competitive edge and what are its benefits? I've seen this word everywhere in the PTK website. Well, the competitive edge is to help you with your professional development. You can't find it in the classroom. It mostly helps you with your soft skills such as public speaking, as well as your writing skills, and then at the end of the competitive edge, there's going to be an honors case study, which is going to be based on all the summaries and that are on the competitive edge.
The question we have is that, can I still help with the HIA? Of course you can. I'll be highly appreciated to you if you attend our HIA meetings and give your dedications towards our meetings and our discussions. And the other question is from Brian L. What does the membership include? As I said, when you pay the on-time fee of $70, you are a Phi Theta Kappa member for life. There is nothing more you need to do unless you would like to become involved with chapter activities. The main benefits of this honor society come from what you put into it. If you are ready to invest some time with the chapter, you will learn leadership, fellowship, and skills, service skills. We also have scholarship research projects to help build these skills. Your membership allows you to online access to competitive ease, a professional development program, access to LaGuardia's leadership training program, and College Fees ORG, a program which helps you search for transfer scholarship and institutions. As a member, you may qualify for scholarship depending on certain criteria, depending on where you are planning to transfer and how much time you have left at LaGuardia Community College. You may also qualify for additional scholarship.
So another question here is, I heard that our LaGuardia chapter is 5-star. What does it mean? Well, the 5-star has a criteria. We have to qualify to meet those criterias. You have to attend conferences, which are events, and as well as the hallmarks. We have to write the hallmarks. We have to complete the HIA, the college project. We have to make sure that everything that we're doing throughout at LaGuardia to help the students, we have to make sure that all of the criterias of all the events, of all the projects that we work on, and the hallmarks, and everything is like within the criteria, and then we would be a 5-star chapter. Well, if there are any more other questions, you could please continue to ask. If there are no more questions, we'd like to thank you for joining us for our first webinar. And being a Phi Theta Kappa member really does benefit you. Many of you might be hesitating whether you should take that time to do a volunteer opportunity, but you will see that it really does make a difference at the end. Like, even after a few weeks of being a PTK member, you notice that taking on a leadership role does help you to be a better student even in the classroom. And if you're somebody who's very shy, you get more confident because you are engaging in more conversations, you are more involved on campus, you're doing something that is out of the ordinary. So we thank you, and if you have any further questions, you're free to reach us at our PTK email, which is ptk@lagcc.cuny.edu.
And we'll also like to thank Paul for making the videos, and our co-president and Nicholas and Wilson for arranging everything for us to connect with you guys. We'd like to thank everyone. We'd like to thank all the members and officers who has helped with us in every part we go on. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.